Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So off we go then.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Yeah, Javier Zanetti goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Pass somewhat off target. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Gently done. Turns back here, probably the best option. Valverde, foot in. De Jong. Zanetti. Kubasi. And Gabriel. And it's Count. Oh, he's found support out wide. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Dani Olmo does well to get it back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Couldn't squeeze it through. Played out wide. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, that has not gone well. Looking to play him in. Threads one in. Pino! Off the post! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, they've got it again. Nicely weighted ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's a sharp little ball here. Fagioli. Quality ball. Well, they can break here. Count providing an outlet on that flank. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries one from range! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. India have the chance to go the other way. Looking for the run, and this is Count. And he was alert to it. Valverde. Yeremy Pino. And he's had it nicked away. Now, can they get him away? Højlund. Højlund was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That pass has been well intercepted. Short changes him with that pass. And he plays one through. Diving header! Højlund finds himself offside. Oh, can he get onto this? Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. Salamakers. Oh, he's having a pop! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. India are looking to go forward now. Looking for options for movement. Alexander-Arnold. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. That's a little off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Kaut. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. All the way back. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Salmakers. Now that looks a decent ball, and he welcomes it in. Fernandez. It's a pretty loose pass. And that signals the end of the first period. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So nothing to report so far on the goals front.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Se ha encontrado un niño de pelo castaño de unos 5 años que viste camiseta azul y gorra roja y dice haberse perdido. Se ruega a su padre que acude a recogerlo a la puerta 26.
The second period is underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Salamakers gets across and deals with it. That's been slipped through. Pino is onto this. He'll try from distance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Pinches it off him. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And here's Fascioli. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Szoboszlai did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Højlund played out to the left flank. That'll be a throw-in.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Can he get it through? Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries a shot! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.847.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Count has it out wide and in space. That's going to go a long way. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's De Jong. Count picks it up out wide. He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's Mbappe. Gabriel. That is ended up in no man's land. That's a shade optimistic. Valverde is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
Shapes to shoot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now, the ball's gone astray. Salmakers. Dani Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Højlund. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's there to retrieve it, and that was asking for too much. De Jong. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Valverde. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game...
Great chance! That's another chance! He's got a goal! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18, el dorsal 71.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Aimed beyond the defence, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Pau Kubasi cuts out the pass. was just lacking in accuracy. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's found a way through.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Azar touches it back. Doué gets into a good position. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's straight offside. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
India just looked like a rabbit in the headlights, Peter. When put under any pressure, they ran scared and kept running.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.